So now we're going to introduce a man who's very lucky. He has his daughter here who came in to hear him, and she has to go very soon. But this is a very important man. He came all the way from the Philippines. He's a friend of Manny Pacquiao. His name is Datu, Dr. Jorge Perez de Tagle, a distinguished educator and business leader who serves as Vice President for the National Outreach of the Federation of the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce. His work bridges economic innovation, community healing, with a focus on family empowerment. Datu de Tagle, please.
Mabuhay. Good morning. Assalamualaikum. Buenos dias. Today is an auspicious and truly historic day. I'm honored to speak to you and our distinguished guests and to share a message to the people of our planet through this United Nations Global Time for Truth Conference here in New York City, this 16th day of May 2025. We live in difficult and challenging times. We are in a historic turning point in our evolution as a species that can threaten our existential survival or herald a global prosperity that we are starting to see. In the seriousness of our topic, I introduce myself with truth and lightness as Datu Jorge Perez de Tagle, a triple citizen. What does that mean? Educated from kinder to PhD as a Roman Catholic, I'm a Philippine citizen with Austronesian Southeast Asian roots. This connects to the 12th century Khmer Empire, which had the largest urban center of 1 million people and most modern pre-industrial city in the world. If you believe that destiny starts with identity, this recent historic revelation challenges our Eurocentric global foundations into a sea-centric Southeast Asian global viewpoint. Number two, I'm an American citizen. And number three, I recently was honored as a senior citizen. Rediscovering the truth of our identity is a starting point. My goal this morning is to engage and confront us with three thematic questions that can lead to insights, new ways of being, and action. What is true? What is real? 300 years ago, the world saw that it had absolute knowledge of what is true. Proponents, I quote, of fake news were actually burned at the stake. However, 90% of what they believed to be true has now been proven to be false. Today, I explore these three thematic questions, and then I will close with an advocacy. First, are we Prometheus unbound? Are we now in a species evolution that is as significant as our human origins from 200,000 years ago? Our Homo sapien brain is 4 to 5 times larger compared to that of a chimpanzee, and 50,000 years ago, this evolved into the dawn of human creativity and civilization. Today, we have an AI and human brain synergy which is evolving into limitless calculation speeds and memory capacity. As we reimagine education, human rights, social structures, and production systems, I quote a museum description of human origins that is relevant to frame our second evolutionary leap as a species. The real evolution was not as much as a technological one as was a change in the creative ability reflected in art and the conception of a magic, mythic, and religious universe. What does it look like for us? Second, with new leaps of quantum computing, artificial intelligence, robotics, and production, is universal prosperity achievable? What is the new lifestyle in secure and sustainable communities, reimagining economics, finance, and banking, understanding and resolving global wars, poverty, injustice, and substance abuse? And the third thematic is we have amazing discoveries of the Webb Space Telescope and the Nobel Prize in Physics just 2 years ago on quantum entangled states that are creating new technologies on communications, quantum computing, and possible teleportation, and many others. These are redefining our long-held assumptions on space and time, as well as validating faith-based assumptions that have long been held as true in many religious beliefs and spiritual practices. So how do we now understand our personal beingness that goes beyond space and time? What is our human purpose, faith, and understanding of religious tolerance? Universality, synergy, and community in being literally a drop in the ocean. What will art, creativity, and human spirituality be looking like? Lastly, and I end with this advocacy of optimism. We support and advocate the continuing global work of drug-free world, the way to happiness, common sense values as the foundations of truth. The future is guided and created by our personal truth and the future that we see and envision. I enjoin our working together with a united declaration of peace, grounded on a common sense way to happiness moral code. This is what anchors our second species evolution, the deepening spirituality and new technologies, new civilizational reality and truths. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.